Hey pack leaders, this is Hino. My friends are protecting families or protecting the pack. Today we're going to be doing a Bitmex trading update on entry and exit setups. So one of the biggest problems I have is to exit. Greed just kind of plays in the way and I don't know what to do. So let me show you also how to use leverage to get in and also to maximize that leverage and pull your equity out. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch over. Alright, so look at here. Overall, I have a projection that it's going to go higher up to 4,000. The reason why usually when it pumps, it does this double pump, which I kind of see those hairs right here. It does a quick double pump. And then after it kind of sells for a while and continues to rise. And with that, just to kind of compare the notes of what I have here, I also see this triangle overall, but let me show you this double pump here. And I see that you see this double pump and it's gonna go sideways for a little bit and then boom, 2 and 3. Now I believe we're somewhere here in this part and there should be a fourth one coming pretty soon that's gonna exceed the 3 pumps that we had last week. Okay, so we're kind of like here moseying around. It did this double pump here also, but we kind of have to remember we already had that, right? So it's gonna do some sideways motion, whatever, and then pump 1/4 time, and then kind of go through. So I'm expecting to be around here. Okay. So I'm gonna guess around 4,000 because it's also a smaller version. We're kind of like this is an old one when I went to 4,200, but now we're like somewhere down the line. So this is like back in December, I'd say. This is 2019. So fast forward now, I think the pattern is repeating, and that's why I'm having that set up. So I've set it up so that I have a win-win situation. So let me go ahead and move this over here so you can see. All right. So, oops. Hopefully it's still there. Oh, my setup's gone. Let me. Anyways, so I'm in. I came in at 10x, and since I was in a positive position, I put my positive stop loss in. And let me see if I can get my stuff to refresh real quick. Alright, cool. Oop, I don't want to reveal stuff. Oh, what's going on? Why does it do that? I can't show you my stuff. Let me just pause it real quick so I can kind of adjust this. Alright, so here's the setup. I just did a little test, contract, 10,000 contracts. I know it would 30 to 60, but it flicked me in over here. Let me kind of show you. Right there at this point. So I entered around here, and it's gonna continue to go through. I don't know how far it's gonna go up and down or whatever, but it looks like it's continuing to go bullish here. So anyways, I went ahead and did a stop market trigger. I came in at 3823, so there's about $7 there. If I get stopped out, that's fine. I'll be in profit still, but I was at 10x, but then I pulled my leverage up to 100 just to get my equity back. And then I went ahead and just ladder out my sales up to, I think it's all the way up to 39.30. 2,000 piece, because you see how it flicks up. And usually when it flicks up, you're like, oh, I could have caught that, but it's gone. So now that you can't, it's come back down, you can then continue to get back in and continue to make money as it flicks up and down. Okay. So we're also working the flicks, but with the expectation of it rising up. And if it does plunk down, it's fine. We'll have opportunities to kind of buy back in. But it was playing either win small or win bigger on this setup here. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8. And I think I have one more. There it is, 39, 75, 10, just in case it runs up about 100. Now what I normally do is kind of Fibonacci, where I buy in and kind of ladder out about a good $100 to $150 spread between the two. So I got 3823, then about 383923 is about $100, and then you throw another $150 in there. It kind of moves about $150 to $300 depending. Now it goes way past that, then fine, we'll take it. But then I don't have to get emotional about whether I'm going to take it or not. Okay. Now the last few ones is kind of way higher, so that I have a couple left, so that if it does not hit it, I'll just move my stop loss up and maybe do a $50 to $100 gap, so that if it does exceed it that fast, then we'll go ahead and take the profit. Okay. So it looks like it's continued going up right now. It looks like there's a lot of support down here on these levels, and it's really light on the sell side. So it looks like it's going to continue to run up. We'll see how things go. But pulling leverage out, it looks like a nice big number, but of course it's off, less equity. But that's how I like to set up a win-win situation. So I do encourage all you guys to take what I've learned. Sometimes I forget to set up the sell orders too. As soon as I get in, I'm like, okay, because I'll put my buy order in, but I'm not there babysitting it to watch to see if I'm in or not. So once I see that I'm in and I'm in profit, then I move my stop loss into profit, ladder out my sales, because if I don't, then there's opportunities that come by that I miss. I'm like, oh, and then I get greedy and all that stuff. So I'm confident now I can just sit here, relax. I know I'm going to be profiting or profiting more. And that's a good feeling to have every time I set up. So in the future, I know that I want to set up a bot later on to kind of set this all up. So once I'm in position, the bot just goes in and sets it all up the way I like it and just let it play out. So if it turns and goes against me, that's okay too. We'll still win. Small, but or win big. But most of the time, it'll kind of run up, hit a couple of ladders on the sell up, at least make some profit, and then come down and then make whatever it is that stops me out. So it'll be that plus the additional, and then if it does hit the top, then it's all good, no problem. So that's kind of like the mindset we like to have on the win-win Bitmex setup, and always constantly laddering out your sells, always be in the position to sell, aggressively selling, and you can always get back in real easy. So cool, thank you. You guys have a good one.